They have the right setup in this sort of right side of the circulation to get the tornado threat. And you can see there's a lot of lightning strikes.
Hey guys, welcome to the
vlog. There are going to be
vlog.
some supercells coming in off the Gulf of Mexico all day long, so we have to watch out for that.
My mission's in a hurricane right now.
But it probably does a good job overall of giving you the picture of what we're going to be dealing with. Center here, right, not moving very much. In fact, probably all day not moving more than a couple of counties one way or the other. And then on the eastern edge, you got this whole sort of swath of rain bands that are going to set up.
Right in the middle of the hurricane is my mission, San Antonio.
That don't show up on the radar now, but that are coming late today and tonight. Again, lots of rain here. And
it is kind of exciting though. But
Houston, watch out, there could be some very dangerous flooding tonight and tomorrow, with all kinds of rain coming in off the Gulf of Mexico. Tomorrow, imagine this. This is one model's forecast again. Figure it's a reasonable one, a viable scenario. Center circulation right about there, continuation of an onshore flow here, perhaps wind gusts continuing to be over tropical storm force on the beaches. Some coastal flooding tomorrow. A lot of heavy rain on the east side of it as well. And Jen, this continues Monday and Tuesday with coastal flooding of the onshore flow east of Houston. And add what we've got now in terms of rainfall to what we expect. Gosh, you know, some totals may exceed 3 feet by a long shot when it's all done later on next week. Jen, take it away in Houston for us.
All right, thank you, Greg Postel. We have continuing coverage right here on the Weather Channel of what is still Hurricane Harvey. New advisory just in. The winds are still at 75 miles per hour, so it is still a hurricane. It's moving very slowly, and of course that is the point of concern, that we've got a slow-moving system which is weakening, but it's going to remain intact enough to rain and rain and rain over the next several days, causing major issues. All right, again, I just got the new advisory, so I wanted to bring that to you. It is moving at 2 miles per hour, north at 2 miles per hour. Don't cue in on that movement. North doesn't matter. The 2 miles per hour is what matters, so that it is not moving anywhere anytime soon. I'm following the story from Houston with the flooding issue that we have here, the concern that we have with the potentially feet of rain coming our way. You can see the skyline behind me, actually, and it's brightened up quite a bit. We were in some very heavy rain earlier this morning. Right now, things are looking pretty good out here. We're in a lull. The heaviest band that came through us earlier is now off to our east. That's where they've seen rainfall in the order of 2 to even 4 inches per hour, and certainly around the Baytown area, you guys are not getting a break. That's some tremendous rain that is likely causing some flooding, and watching for concerns out of that area. But in Houston, we're getting a brief break right now. You can see the edge of the other band off to our west, and that is actually sort of the main core of the rain associated with Harvey. That's about 60 miles away. I just mapped it, but it's not likely to move in necessarily anytime soon because the core of Harvey is not moving. I think what we're going to have to watch is these outer bands as they regenerate. Those are the ones that are really going to bring us some big rain, and as it happens, those are the ones that have some of the biggest rainfall rates. The one that we saw earlier when it was on the west side of town was bringing rainfall at the rate.
Let me turn the channel and see if...
All the destruction, that's where we had the 130-plus mile-an-hour winds as well. So once it moved in, then obviously that dissipated. But these rainfalls were taken up as a swing.
Yep, it's heading right and straight of my mission. Austin and San Antonio. Good luck.
New. We had a few outliers, but now more than not. And you can see still a few of them, 1, 2, 3, kind of circling around and pretty much keep it in the same spot, which is what the Hurricane Center has. But these others are going to drop it south of Corpus, which into Tuesday, which would be a major rain event there Monday to Tuesday for the Corpus area. Now they're still keeping it in the Victoria region. So we'll at least, if any forecast models right, will be between Victoria to south of Corpus with that storm Tuesday. And now, 5 forecast models by Thursday have it south of San Antonio between Cotulla and about 3 Rivers is where they're ending up. Some even north of Cotulla and more towards maybe Pearsall, Dilley. So that is an interesting scenario and something new. And of course, you are some forecast models taking well out of here, but just don't know which one is going to be accurate without the upper level winds to steer it. So if this is a scenario and that thing's west or south of us and moving west, our rain totals could be quite a bit more. The areas where we're expecting the 10 to 20 will be shifting further to the west, and that would put it over San Antonio and even towards Cotulla. So yeah, we still have a tropical storm warning up, flash flooding to the east, hurricane warning up, because it's still a hurricane, but I'll drop to a tropical storm when we get the latest updates. But that's what we're seeing right now. And look at the quarter mile. I know they haven't got an update yet from the Hurricane Center. Still a Category 1 storm official.
All right, thank you very much, Sean. And we're checking in on different areas of our surrounding counties. We've got something to say about Victoria.
Well, Victoria, one of the hardest hit areas, and we have news now that the National Guard is being deployed to Victoria, which would not be a huge shock right now. And there's 1-800-527-3907.
This is the San Antonio News TV, which is pretty cool.
The National Guard or otherwise, 1-800-527-3907. So the National Guard is headed to the Victoria area if they're not already there. And we may hear more about that from the governor coming up here in just a little bit. We're told that originally it was 11 o'clock. Actually, we're told it could happen at any time right now. So that's Steve Adler, the mayor of Austin, set to join the press here. And I think we have a live look at the podium there.
Everything's still getting set up. He's not ready to talk quite yet, but we're going to have that for you, discussing, the city of Austin, what they're expecting, how they're helping. They're getting a lot of rain right now, as Sean was mentioning earlier.
Right, and that, I believe is the mayor there, Mayor Adler. Just trying to get an idea of who's in that picture. It looks like to be a Red Cross facility there in the Austin area. That the delegation there, and that is Mayor Adler. They're making their way through, talking to some of the workers who no doubt have had a very long night and long morning here, and he's shaking hands and visiting with them. And at any moment now, he will step with the microphone there.
What I'm looking at right now is at least 6 police cars. The windows, the velocity of the wind in this storm was so strong it blew out the windows of these police cars. The sewer main I'm looking at in the middle of the street is protruding water, so it's clear that there's going to be, at the very least, a boil water advisory here for the days, if not weeks, to come. First responders are limited here as well. The local sheriff and leadership tell me that they're in desperate need of resources from the state. They're encouraging state resources to make their way down to Rockport right now as they begin to figure out how bad things are here.
All right, Nick Valencia there in hard-hit Rockport, Texas. All right, so Hurricane Harvey, it is indeed wreaking havoc on various parts of South Texas, particularly. One of the hardest hit areas also is in Victoria. We're going to keep a close watch on that city, not far away from Rockport, where we just saw our Nick Valencia.
Hurricane moves through.